Hello students, welcome to my class, English coaching class, and I'm very happy coming in YouTube, attending classes, meeting my students, and I'll be very much happy that the viewers, those who are watching my channel, my videos, please subscribe below the button and then like the video, whatever the videos you're watching. If you have any suggestions, you can definitely write it down to me personally, then I can definitely work it on and definitely I'll come with more updates. Okay, so please watch. Today I'll be teaching line-wise explanation of the chapter, the third level. So I hope you'll enjoy the explanation and you'll give a positive answer to me. Once again, good afternoon all of you. In our last class, I've taught you third level and I've given you introductory idea. The same picture here again, once again, it's here for the discussion. The clock, the time, the travel, the discussion is with again the time. When the time and tide waits for none. You have heard it, you know the proverb nicely. I hope you know this proverb nicely. So time is very much important. Time is like precious. The water is precious. We don't get drinking water. The air is precious. We don't get pure water. Our life is precious. We won't be getting a second chance to live. Similarly, our time where we are living, it is very much precious. See, the world where we are living, it has ups and downs. I hope you have seen the waves when you travel to beach. The waves coming in the shore is up and down. And when you read physics, the sound waves travel up and down. Just imagine that the movement up and down as it travel. When this travel is of wind or waves or sound waves in physics, how it looks like. Similarly, just imagine that happens inside our brain. We have a small brain, and inside our brain, the same kind of movement happens. And when we start imagination, we talk about imagination, we talk about reality, we talk about practical. Similarly, that happens with us. This third level, I have given a lot of introductory information in our last class. Just again, sub points I'll be discussing with you. The third level written by Jack Finney. What are the sub points we'll be covering in our detailed analysis of a chapter? Here, intervening of reality and fantasy. What is reality? What is fantasy? The fantasy world, where imaginative world, reality, the practical world where we are living, what we are doing is a reality, what we are facing, everything is reality. The fantasy world where we start imagining, and that is fantasy. And similarly, this what we are going to get it here. Time intersection, the same place, same time, then our mind, we intersect, we change our idea. For example, I'll give you a cite example what I've cited you last class. Again, I'll cite you the same example today. Okay, for example, you're sitting inside a class and what happened, and you start imagining something you're doing in a different world. The same time, present in the same class, and time intersection, same time, you're realizing you're facing two different worlds. Okay, and escapism, we escape from our practical reality, we escape from our worried, we escape from the tension, we escape from the happen, we escape from the things that is happening in our all around. Okay, the escapism is in escape ism, that is the another sub-concept here, as a psychological refugee. Okay, we psychological, we escape from what happened when we are not able to face the problem. We try to escape from that problem. We try to get avoid from that problem. Sometimes maybe the reason to be safe, it's a wise idea, but most often we are escaping it. We don't want to face hurdles in our life. We easily go through it. We want it. We start imagining that suppose I would be having lots of money, like money's like the billionaires, the trillionaires, as they have lots of money. I can do this, I can do that, I can go to that imagination. Okay, that same concept of imagination will be doing it, and search for happiness in our life. We start searching happiness. We start getting a different world where we seek for happiness. Whatever we do, success, the term of success, how we define at the end, finally, how what you are happy. That is your happiness. We search for happiness. See, again, the next point comes a role of a friend in getting peace and happiness. Yes, definitely. एक friend जरूरी है. That term Airtel has signed a long days back. Role of a friend is very important. We have so many friends in our life, but one friend with whom we can share all problems. It may be mother can be a friend, your father can be a friend, your brother can be a friend, anyone can be a friend. A teacher may be a friend with whom you share your problems. And when you share your problems, your peace, you're relieved, your words are out, your things are coming out from your mind, and you get happiness, peace, and the soothing words other friends share to you gives you peace. Similarly, a role of a friend, that motivator, sometimes it can works as a teacher, it can work as a psychologist, a psychological friend who motivate, who calm your brain, who calm you with anger, who calm you from other problems of your life. Similarly, the role of a friend is getting peace and happiness. I hope I'm able to get you. Okay, role of a friend is very important. So just remember, हर एक friend जरूरी होता है. Next comes our next point: desire to stay in past for peace, security, and serenity. See, whenever you talk about something, whenever you talk about something in front of your parents, grandparents, friends, or anyone, this happened with me in this place. Miss, this place means you talk about some XYZ past. And when we talk, this part does not reflect a day or two or three or a couple of years. This past reflects to the uh, hundreds of years ago, when there was no war, when there was no tension. People were happy. There was green world. There was no biological weapon. What we are pandemic right now, we are facing that coronavirus. It's a biological war. We can say what China has done it. Okay, maybe a biological war. Okay, so many wars were not there. People were not tensed of eating. People all relaxed. See, for example, I'll give you this relaxed situation. Just this same situation will be getting our text. For example, when you go to a village, and in a village there is a big tree, banyan tree, and and in the side of the banyan tree is circular, and in the circular there's a veranda or a cemented area has been created. People sit under the tree. Some might be having the khatiyas, what we can say, or a small bed. They have arranged it, and they rest on it. They sleep on it as if a natural AC. Some might be having a gamcha, what we can say, a hand in the hand, swinging like a fan, and they'll be sitting under the tree. Okay, and so many people will be there enjoying under the tree, means under the nature. No tension, means the peace getting from the nature. Security, they are secure. They don't have any worried about any disaster situation. No tension of killing of something. Serenity, the peaceful environment created there, that gives him that the taste of peace and heavenly feeling. Okay, so desire, these are the reasons. See, that's why you want to go to the past. There's no tension, no worry, no means no one is there to create any kind of problem. And that's the same thing what the writer, that is the Jack Finney, the author Jack Finney is giving. See, again, I'm not telling the narrator. Okay, I'm not telling that. I'm telling just writer and what the writer and the author. I'm not saying the narrator. tell someone else. We'll come to the again part and we'll discuss who is narrator. Okay, so just these are the sub concepts what I want to make you deal with and want to give in your mind. So now let's come to the chapter again, and I will begin here. Third level by Jack Finney. Have you ever heard any curious experience which other finds hard to believe? Yeah, there are so many examples. If we'll discuss and we'll go this on this question, so many examples you may cite and I may cite. Have you ever had any curious experience which others find hard to believe? Just one example. I'll just give you chapter you have read it in 11, that you have read it in 11 about Gaitonde. Okay, the adventure, her in the mind were happening something else after the accident. The same mind, one brain, and he's traveling to so many places. The friend is there also who is solving the problem. Same, just I'm giving the concept in your mind. I'm trying to create that image, that as in the cartoons, that when the characters start thinking, the cloud formation comes up. Similarly, I'm trying to give the same idea, directly taking inside the chapter like a bomb giving a blast in front of you. Kya ho gaya? So similarly, I'm giving the same idea, just cloud formation. Coming the ideas will be very easily, you can understand the line was when I start explaining. See, I told you Jack Finney is an writer, author, but I did not say he's a narrator. So narrator is a protagonist. Who is a protagonist? I said with three characters. Just I'm telling the character name. First character is Charlie, protagonist. Okay, protagonist, you know very nicely, and that is the hero of the character, the main character, the protagonist. Here, as the film, you know the hero. Similarly, here is a hero, the protagonist. And the second character is friend, Sam, the psychologist. The psychologist who is who deals with the mind, who treats with the happenings of the brain, and he's understand others' brain and help him out to overcome his problem. He is a psychologist, and here the friend, he is a psychologist, and his name is Sam. And third character is wife of Charlie, that is Louisa. Okay, three characters are here, the three major characters we can say. Okay, so let's start the chapter. The very opening line: the president of the New York Central and the New Haven and the Hartford Railways will swear on a stack of timetables that there are only two. Okay, so you might have said you swear on so many occasions when you are small. Even sometimes there's a problem. I swear it, I have not done, sir. In the class, the students swear it. So similarly, here the line starts, and the writer has started writing the president of the New York. Okay, the president of the New York Central. You know the Central Railway Station of Bombay, Chennai, Kolkata. We have Central. It's a big railway station. Central Railway Station. So New York having a Central Railway Station, big railway station, and the New York, the New Haven, and the Hartford Railways will swear. And see, in the railway department, Central Railways, in India, we have the Eastern Railways, Western Railways, and Northern Railways. Similarly, we have so many railways divided to look at all over the India. Similarly, in the New York, we are reading about the New York, the president of New York Central, the head of the New York Central, and that is the president, and the New York, the New Haven, and the Hartford Railways will swear. They'll take a promise on a stack on a timetable. Okay, it's holding the timetable, rules and regulation. You have the timetable, that is school timetable for the syllabus, sorry, for classes. And similarly, here there's a timetable, the chart or which train will be coming from which platform number 1, 2, 3. For example, I hope all of you must have visited to Mumbai. Okay, I hope all of you must have visited to Mumbai, and in Mumbai there's a what we can say, there's a Mumbai, not that local trains. Okay, there's a big example, great example of that is the local trains. If you have ever experienced it, if you can easily understand. See, Mumbai local train, in every seconds, thousands we can say of people travel from in every second from in a different local trains from different place to another. And if you go to local trains, there's a different arrangements, different platforms have been created. People will be waiting and just they're rushing like anything, as if a small mela is going on and they're moving towards other direction. Okay, similarly, and we can say that in front of my eyes, I can see there's a two platform. So similarly, as per the timetable, these people of New York, they can say as per the timetable, there are only two. Okay, see, only two. I talked about the platform, one first platform, second platform. It may be about the platform. I'm saying maybe. I'm not making it confirm. So, I'll next I'll tell you about. For example, there's a, you can see in your house, if you're living in your house, there's a first floor, second floor, ground floor. So when we talk about, we have two-storied building, first floor, second floor. When we talk about three-storied building, first floor, second floor, third floor, and there's a ground floor. So similarly, when we talk about first, second, so they are saying that there are only two. Just I'm giving the idea. Let's come to the next line. But I say there are three. But I refers to the protagonist or the narrator. Okay, the narrator says that I say there are three. What are the three here? There's a three platforms or three levels, or the chapter name is third level. Okay, so as I told you, there is a three, and these people with the rules, with the what, with all the information, all the proofs, they will be saying two. But I say, I claim, because that is three. I here refers to the narrator. I have been on the third level, so the chapter name is the third level. Okay, I say I have been on the third level of the Grand Central Station. Which station? Grand Central Station. I hear the narrator, the writer is saying, I have been on the Grand Central Station. Yes, I have taken the obvious steps. See, when you try to prove yourself, you say, yeah, I have done this, I have done that. So you start trying to prove yourself. Similarly, here the character, here the protagonist, here the narrator, yes, I have taken the obvious steps. I talked to psychiatrist friend, the name is Sam. Friend of mine, he is declaring, his friend of mine among others, like others are there, his friend of mine, one of them. I told him about the third level at Grand Central Station. He shared him about the Grand Central Station. And he said it was a waking dream. Okay, waking dream wish fulfillment. I'm underlining. I hope you must be having a textbook, my students, and I'm teaching line by line from text. You underline these words in your text. It will help. It will be very helpful when to understand later on when you read the chapter. Okay, so he said it was waking dream wish fulfillment. See, you have a dream. Two type of dream. When you sleep, you see a dream. मैंने सपना देखा था. Another one, to fulfill it, to achieve in our life. So similarly, it was a waking dream wish fulfillment. It was a waking that he was making always awake to fulfill this target. This was his target to go to the world, and this was there in his mind to get in his life. That was his wish, waking dream. Okay, and he said, I was. He said, I was unhappy. He said, I was unhappy that made my wife kind of mad. He said he refers to whom? To our beloved friend of the narrator. He said, I was unhappy. He was not happy listening this information, what the protagonist or the narrator shared. That made my wife kind of mad. The information that his friend gave him, gave to the wife, and in that time she was not happy at all. But he explained that he meant the modern world is full of insecurity. Underline the statement here: the modern world is full of insecurity, fear, worried, and all the rest. What he's saying: the modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, and the rest of it. and then I just want to escape. So what he said it, he explained it. This man, who is this man? The protagonist, that is the Charlie or the narrator, the Charlie. He is afraid he won't escape from this modern world, and the modern world is full of insecurity. No one are secure. You may feel it. We all are, even in this pandemic situation. We are not secure. We fear. There's a fear of some kind of other kind of fear. War. Yeah, there's some other war happening all around the globe. Worry. We are worried of so many things and all the rest of it. And similar, this kind of tension around us. And that I just want to escape. And we want to escape with this kind of problem around us. Okay, I hope you are able to understand what I'm explaining, my students. So let's come to the next part. Well, who doesn't? And he's saying he's accepting. Well, who doesn't? Who is not wanting? Everyone want to be happy, want to be fear, not in the tension of coming into the war, afraid of anything. So everybody I know want to escape. Here the narrator is saying his view. Everybody I know wants to escape, but they don't wander down into any third level at Grand Center. See, underline it, mark it down, the narrator's expression, opening introduction lines only. He's clearing so many things. Okay, here this lines, what I have marked you, what I have shared you. Okay, next year, but they don't wander, just underline it here. Again, okay, well, who doesn't? Everybody I want to escape. He also want to escape. Everybody also want, but they don't wander down into any third level as at Grand Central. So no one is going into the Grand Central station and into the third level like him. They don't wander down. They are not going. They are not thinking about going into the third level. I hope the lines makes you more clear about the happenings here. Okay, I hope you're getting the things very clearly into your mind. Next paragraph we are able to see. But that's the reason. He said, my friends all agreed. Okay, he said, but that's the reason, he said, and my friends all agreed. Everything points to it, they claimed. Okay, everything. See, when you do something and no one is supporting you, and it definitely will be upset. Okay, and all are against you. Similarly, but that's the reason, he said, my friends all agreed to him. Everything points to it, and everyone pointed, and they claimed, and they started claiming me. What may be the reasons why this is happening? They started proving this man wrong. This man refers to again to our protagonist, that is Charlie, and to the narrator. And they started proving him later. What may be the reason why he's going to that world? Why he's thinking like that? My stamp collecting, underline it here. What was his there? Is here stamp collecting. My stamp collecting, for examples, that's a temporary refugee from reality. That's a temporary refugee from reality. Okay, my stamp collecting. See, those who do this activity is philatel. Okay, those who do this kind of activity, hobbies, is known as collecting of stamps. Those who do this kind of activity is known as philatel. I am repeating this word. Those who do this kind of activity, collecting of stamps, is philatel. So this man has been claimed. So what he is doing? My stamp collecting is a hobby. Is having a hobby that is collecting of stamp. For example, that is a temporary refugee from that. That makes him. See, for example, I'm giving you. You might have seen so many Shah Rukh Khan's movie. Okay, and seeing some photographs. So looking into the photographs, yeah, the term photograph came to my mind, just to my mouth. Just you remember the poem photograph. Looking 40 years back, the poet started thinking the photograph of class 11. So collecting a flashback, going into different world, going to imagination. So what is he saying? Holding those stamps, okay, holding those stamps, collecting those stamps, that's a temporary refugee from reality. That makes him, thinks him, makes him feel normal, makes him feel better into the reality of what he's facing tension and all, he's going to a different world. We can think that there is a piece of something. So that's what is the reason. That is a collecting of stamps. Underline it, mark it down, try to understand. And the next line comes up. Well, maybe he's saying he's not disagreeing the what the view of his friend, but he's saying maybe my grandfather did not need any refugee from reality. Okay, underline these lines here. So, well, maybe my grandfather did not need any refugee from reality. My grandfather. So, whose grandfather? The protagonist, Charlie's. The narrator is narrating that. Well, maybe it may be happening with me, but my grandfather did not need any refugee from reality. He did not need any refugee. He did not want to be escaped from the reality because things were pretty nice. He's saying the thing. What were they during that time? Things were very nice. Okay. And peaceful, underline it. How were the things during that time? Pretty nice and peaceful. And then in his days means in the days of a grandfather, things were very nice, okay, and peaceful, pretty nice and peaceful. But right now it's not peaceful. From all I hear, whatever he is able to hear, it is not peaceful. He started my collection. Similarly, as he's doing the collection of stamp collection, his grandfather was also doing stamp collection. Got it clear? Hai? Whose grandfather? Na Charlie's grandfather. It's a nice collection too. Okay, it's a nice thing. It's a nice hobby. Okay, it's a nice collection too. It's true. When someone is doing, for example, someone said, I love you, another is saying, I love you too. Someone is giving agree to the same statements, two has been repeated. Similarly, it's a nice collection too. Means he was doing the nice collection is, and he is also doing the same. So that's why he's using two. Blocks of four, practically every US issue. What were the things they are collecting it? Every US issue, first day covers, and so on. These were the four block of four, practically every US issue. These were the collections, and he is also doing it. Underline this. What are the collections? So these are the collection. His grandfather has done it, and he is also doing the same. Next, President Roosevelt collected stamp too. Means the president is also having the habit of collecting the stamps. He's sharing the information. See, when we do something, and if it is good, we give the example. This man was also doing. That man was also doing. Similarly, he is giving the example. President Roosevelt was also doing. So he's giving the narrator is giving the example. So I hope you are able to understand till here. Okay. So we'll next paragraph. Anyway, here is what happened at Grand Station. So after sharing his view, what is he doing? First, very initially, what he shared it, what he talked about it. Again, I'm coming from the beginning. He gave the information about the Grand Central, what the people will be saying, what is his perception, due to his perception, he had his friend with whom he shared his problems. Okay, what was his interest? It was his for a waking dream wish fulfillment, and when he shared to his problem to his friend made a problem as he presented in front of the wife. The wife was quite in a bad temperament. Initially, she did not accepted the words of his friend, but later on she understood because she is a simple lady. And he shared what were the reasons, what are the problem in front of him, what was his habit and hobbies due to his coming into this problem, and comparison of his with the grandfather's stamp collection and his stamp collection, and even giving the example of President Roosevelt collected the stamps too. Who collected the stamps too? President Roosevelt. Okay, has collected the stamps too. So you get the examples. Now comes to the next paragraph. Anyway, here is what happened at Grand Center. So now he's coming to the Grand Center. What happened with him? He's sharing his problem, his view. One night last summer, I woke late at the office. So he's initiating or sharing his happenings. One last summer, I worked late. See, when you work for late on something, you're already in stress. He worked for late at the office, means he's having the work pressure. Okay, when you work for some place or somebody or someone, you work for late hours, means you're already pressure with your work, your time is over, I want to go home. It's a common human tendency. Humans start thinking that, oh come on, I worked a lot for the day and I want to go. We need a peace from our work. See, already one stress is there now, and one worried is there, one tension is there, what he may be thinking. Okay, so when he's coming up, so he shared his problem. I was in a hurry to get up town to my apartment. So he was going it to enter into town to his apartment. So I decided to take the subway and Grand Central because it's faster than the bus. Okay. So what is sharing here? I walked late that at the office. I was in a hurry to get uptown to my apartment. Okay, so he was interested to go to his apartment early, means quick. Okay, where his wife is staying. So I decided to take subway from Grand Central. So he's giving the reason why did he choose to go to the Grand Central. He's sharing his information. Why did he choose the go to the subway Grand Central? Because it's faster than bus. Okay, so he's sharing the information that it is faster than bus. That's why he has selected to go in this way. Okay, so this is what is a very opening journey, his opening part, how he is going, how he continues his journey towards his destination. Means destination means his home. Means he's already stressed. So his friend, psychiatrist friend, trying to tell him that he want to be what? He's an escapist. He want be escaping from his worried, tension, pressure. So similarly, in the very late, already in his worried, already in a tension, already in a pressure, he want to go to his home through in a quick mode, fast mode. That is train, and that is Grand Central. That's why he has selected the Grand Central in compared to the bus. Bus will take time, rush, and so many other problems are there. So today in the part one, I have shared you the details, how the discussion with the president and the other members, board members, about the claiming about the two levels, and narrator claiming about the third level, and his interest, waking dream, his desire to go to the Grand Central, but what is his activities? This is the activities due to his, he keeps him, makes him, or he avoids him the reality, and he is in a different world. And he shares about the grandfather and his habits he was not doing. Why? Because he was already in a pretty nice and peaceful in his days. And even President Roosevelt is doing this activity. So this is about the part one. This is about our class, and immediately I'll resume to you for the part two or the next class, from where I'll be continuing immediately with the time off. You may log in again and you can be active, and we'll continue from the next paragraph from here. Okay, so please be active and come back and join the session and enjoy here, and do subscribe my channel, and just don't forget to press like button. Okay, thank you all of you. Thank you, students. This is the part one video. We'll immediately resume for the second. Okay, thank you. Sign up. Bye bye. I hope you have enjoyed it, and give me the information how you have enjoyed the video. Thank you.